In this video, we'll run down the top 14 tips to become more self-aware by controlling your emotions, knowing your values, and by building your self-worth. Tip number 1. Try to meditate. Meditation helps build self-awareness by giving you some time to be still and reduce your inner thoughts. This gives you space to listen to your inner feelings. Don't be too concerned if being sat on the floor cross-legged with incense filling the air and people chanting isn't your thing. That's okay. Meditation in its traditional form doesn't appeal to all people. Meditation can, in some ways, be found in the flow state you can achieve from going for a walk, looking after your garden, enjoying relaxing music, or even by deep breathing where you pay attention to your inhalation and exhalation. Doing repetitive exercise like going for a run or a bike ride can help you achieve the same Zen state of meditation. Tip number 2. Build self-confidence and your self-worth. Confidence and self-awareness tend to come hand in hand. It's difficult to have one without the other. You can start to build your self-confidence by practicing good self-care. Looking after your physical and mental health is a great first step. By participating in activities that improve your health, for example, regular exercise and activities that meet your social needs, like going out to dinner with friends, you start to build your self-confidence. By practicing positive self-talk, you can build self-acceptance and improve your self-worth over time. Tip number 3. Keep a journal. This important tool is a way to examine and store your emotions, experiences, and feelings. It can be an excellent way of finding your internal voice. Journaling, whether it's vocal or written down, can really help you to improve both physically and emotionally. Talking to yourself does not have to be taken literally. Keep it simple. This can be done by carrying out conversations in your mind, listening to your thoughts, responding to them. It's difficult to become self-aware without some introspection, but it's important when doing this not to get bogged down with negative thoughts. Just take some time to jot down how you're feeling. Tip number 4. Assess why you feel particular emotions. What makes you feel happy? Why do you feel frustrated? Is it because you failed at something? Why do you feel blocked and uninspired? Because you don't think you're good enough? Take your time. Getting the answers to these questions doesn't happen overnight. These questions are highly important because they will help you understand what you consider to be your values and what success and failure is to you. Answering these questions will help you understand the cause of emotions that overwhelm you. And if you understand something, you can do something to change it. Tip number 5. Take a self-awareness quiz. There are a multitude of free self-awareness quizzes out there that can help you gain a more in-depth understanding of your personality. They can help uncover a side of yourself you weren't consciously aware of and perhaps help you to discover why you react the way you do in certain circumstances. Tip number 6. Strive to achieve an intention-based mindset. Something you'd like to achieve in life is known as an intention. Setting out your intentions is crucial for putting yourself on the road to achieving your intentions. These needn't just be long-term goals. In the morning, try to set your intentions for the rest of the day. It could be, today I'm going to apply for 10 jobs in my field of work. Using the present tense is important when setting your intentions. Try to break down your intentions into baby steps and you'll set yourself on the right course for the rest of the day. Tip number 7. Take a break. Try to pause to take a break 3 times a day. You can use triggers to remind you. For example, this could be done by setting a reminder on your phone. The length of these breaks only needs to be 3 or 4 minutes. During the break, stop, listen, see, and feel. Feel the weight of your body. Do you feel stressed, happy, or anxious? By taking a pause for thought, you're breaking that autopilot mode where you can just get bogged down in a routine of bad habits. Tip number 8. Get into yoga. Some of the core principles of yoga are not only to improve your physical state, but also promote your self-awareness. Whenever you land in a pose, yoga forces you to keep awareness in your hands and feet or whatever is keeping you connected with the ground. If you lose this awareness, the pose will be extremely difficult to sustain. If you feel off balance, bring your focus and intention back to steady yourself. Yoga can be difficult at the beginning. You may feel inflexible and struggle initially. By accepting this with some hard work, you can use yoga to help you overcome your limitations and boost your self-awareness and self-confidence. Tip number 9. Practice creative visualization. With this technique, you can use your imagination to create a picture in your mind of how you would like your life to be. This can involve visualizing a desired future for your relationships and your physical and mental side. It's not just about visualizing a greater inner peace, it can also be practical issues like the future of your finances. This powerful technique can potentially help you with trauma you've experienced in life. It has the potential to help you deal with your physical or psychological problems. It can help transform you from your present situation into the dream future you aspire to. You can start to move towards your potential when you can look at your intentions for the future with positivity. Whatever your desires and hopes are for the future, visualization can help all aspects of your life and help you move forward with energy and motivation. Tip number 10. Ask for feedback on your strengths and weaknesses. A good option for trying to assess areas for self-improvement is to ask someone you really trust for feedback. It needs to be someone who really knows and understands who you are. It has to be fair and honest feedback. It should not be sugar-coated. When receiving feedback, we need the honest truth, not just what we wish to hear. It's important when you're receiving feedback that you don't try to prejudice the feedback, especially if you don't agree with it. Remember to keep an open mind and save any questions for the end, so that you can fully assess where your strengths and weaknesses truly lie. Tip number 11. Know what triggers you emotionally. Identifying what your exact emotional triggers are can be a challenge, but acknowledging them can allow you to understand them and help you better yourself. The key to handling your emotions is to watch how you react when you've been triggered emotionally. If you can learn to pay attention to your emotions, you can notice when you are acting emotionally. You can try to alter your emotional state so you can assess the issue with logic and not emotion. Tip number 12. Be open-minded to change. Few people enjoy change as it can make a person feel uncomfortable. The first step is having the desire to improve yourself, but having this desire is only half the battle. You need to also be open to change. Lasting improvement only happens when we have the will to change a habit or behavior and the self-awareness to hold yourself accountable for that change. Tip number 13. Try something out of your comfort zone. Most people like to stick with the same old routine in life. New activities, however, can be a really helpful tool for self-discovery. By getting out of your comfort zone into new environments with new people, you can really start to uncover new aspects of your strengths and weaknesses. For example, you could try a different type of holiday this year by going somewhere new or by trying a new activity. You could try volunteering or just find a new pastime. This can really help you develop your self-awareness. Tip number 14. Know what's important to you. In life, what are your core principles? Is the way you live your life making you feel happy? Study your behaviors. Do they fit in with your principles in life? It's important to establish a good work-life balance. Modern fast living can often knock us off track. If you catch yourself being reactive in a way that goes against your core principles, such as shouting at a child when they've messed up or talking about a colleague behind their back, it could be that emotionally you're not in a great place. Try to acknowledge some situations where you're not doing yourself justice. You can then opt to change route and become more aware of the person you'd like to be. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of how to become more self-aware and much more. Check out this playlist of our top 10 videos of psychology tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care!